Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, one more day, and we are back on the wheels again. How are you doing? I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a great Sunday. How are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you all doing? Welcome to Family and Finance. What does this mean? Everything about family, empowering every member of the family towards financial freedom, to become financially free. Pauline, Doris, Island Boy, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. Moving Silence, how are you? Manuel Noble, Lady Cash, how are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Awesome. And we have both the TikTok and the YouTube community today. Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing? Hey, Lady Cash. Welcome in, and we know what to do exactly. We're going to be starting today. I know we joined it a little bit late. Sorry, live. I had to be with family, especially today is family and finance. So I had to attend to family today. We had to, school is about to resume back, and we had to have family time. But that's by the way, because today it's all about family and finance, empowering every member of the family. This is just the Sunday special, the only day we will talk about everything about finance and of course about family. How one of the things that we have seen, data has it that one of the things that break family is money, finance, but then nobody wants to talk about it. But guess what? We talk about it here. Awesome, awesome. Welcome in on the YouTube side as well. Let me know where you're connecting from. So good to have each and every one of us. And we know exactly what we need to do. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, 5,000 taps, 50 shares, we get the class started. And if you're just meeting me from the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. And of course, Movie Silence is doing that every day. Kobe, and Mary, right? We know what to do. Let's tap out the live, get it started. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, we get today started. Family and finance. Either we have a panel, you guys will choose. Either we have a panel or we get to have, Dr. Lina just teaches the exact steps for everybody within the family to start building wealth. Exact steps to make every family member, when I mean every family member, including the baby in the womb, the one that is just coming, exactly, including the man of the house, the woman of the house. And you might be thinking, oh, you know what, I'm not married, or I'm not yet married, or, it is impacts everyone. Taufik, welcome in, everyone. Well done, well done. I love this. Everyone tapping out the live. If you're new here, this is Dr. Lina. You're meeting me for the first time. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. But that's by the side, because today it's about family and finance. Happy Sunday, everyone. All right, all right. We're going to get it started shortly. We get it started shortly. How's your Sunday coming, guys? How is your Sunday? Because of course, in some places, it's already another. Can you write my name on the board? What's your name? And why should we write your name? What's your name? Okay, we have a celebrity in the house that wants his name written on the board on the YouTube side. Narrative, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome in. How are you doing? Click on the follow button. Click on the subscribe button if you're new here. If you're just Makina, how are you doing? Welcome in, Makina. Awesome. Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button if you're new here. Click on the Tana. How are you? Where are you connecting from? Tana, McKenna, where are you connecting from? Movie Silence, thank you for rocking it and tapping out, holding the fort. Taufik, well done. Well done. We'll start the class as soon as we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares. And we're talking about family financial freedom. Okay, what does this mean? Every member of the family, if you're married, the husband and the wife, the children, how do you empower your children, right? Things like, how do you ensure that you have put legacy, having legacy, ensuring that your family is protected, ensuring, and when we mean this is also you as an individual, because you are in the midst as an individual, having things like having your kids as authorized user on your credit card so that they already build credit as they turn 18, choosing the right career so that they are successful, then making sure that every member of the family become successful. Because if you build out this million, because this is the $1 million league, by the way, you and you get all those millions and you do not empower the people coming behind you, what's going to happen is just going to go to waste because they're going to ruin it. You cannot dump inheritance on a child that is not equipped how to manage it, right? So those are kind of things you want to build. Long-term generational wealth, long-term generational. So if you're new here, this looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button. And when we talk about $1 million league, this is the $1 million league, the community of millionaires, people aspiring to become a million, to get that first $1 million, or you're already a millionaire and some of those community members are already millionaires in dollars, but they are also trying to scale, right? They will teach us some of their experiences, and awesome. And those that are just coming behind, starting from your income, by the way, how do you increase your income? What careers should you? All of those things. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about long lasting wealth, okay? Generational wealth building. And that's why we are talking about family and finance. Not get rich quick scheme. This is not about hypes. This is not about, we are moderate risk investor. Google who Warren Buffett is, and you would understand how we invest. We are moderate risk investors. You know, we are not speculators. We are not gamblers, okay? So that's us. So you're ready, just a ground rule. So for those on the YouTube side, welcome in. How are you doing? Indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in the United States. Well, let me know where you're connecting from. As a matter of fact, we've had 61 countries. Latest country being Bahamas in 12 days. Isn't that amazing? 61 countries. So drop where you're connecting from. We will start the class shortly. Indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in the United States. So good to have you. New York, right? What part of New York are you? We have a New Yorker in the house. Vivian, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. Wait 2 minutes. So if for those that are new here, drop one, or also indicate where you're connecting from. Those on the YouTube, drop one, indicate where you're. The Bronx, okay? Hey, all the way from the Bronx. Vivian, the latest millionaire in town, joining us on our Sunday special, family and finance. Welcome in on the red carpet. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're new, drop where you're connecting from. I'm new, drop where you're connecting from. I am new, drop where you're connecting from. Let's keep tapping out the live. You guys are absolutely amazing. Rocking it out tonight. Rocking it out tonight. We're going to get the class started. The class started or panel started because you guys are going to make choices. In the past 2 weeks, everyone has said, Dr. Lina, teach, teach, teach. So we've been teaching, but we can decide not to teach today and start. Instead of teaching, we have a panel where you ask questions. So whatever way we want to go, we'll go with it. But ultimately, we're going to understand by the time end of this life, we're going to understand 10 steps. Liberia, Morovia, Liberia. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. This is on the TikTok side. My YouTube community, what's happening? Where are you connecting from? Where are you all connecting from? So good to have each and every one of you today. Awesome. Yeah, Liberia is already represented here. Like I said, 62 countries in 12 days. This is the 13, if I remember correctly. In 12 days, when we started tracking it, there's some days that we stopped tracking. Brandon, how are you? Where are you connecting from? Drop where you're connecting from. McKenna, Taylor, where are you connecting from? Awesome. Welcoming everyone. If you're new, drop one, or just state you're new. State you're new, drop one in the comments so that we can welcome you. Indicate where you're connecting from. And you're just meeting me. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm not a doctor of business. And you're wondering what are we talking about? You're my fan. Awesome. That's great, right? Family and finance, ensuring that every family member is financially free. Awesome. Come on, one is new. Shamina from Ghana. Ghana was number 5. Ghana was number 5. If you're new, I'm new, drop one in the comment section. Also indicate where you're connecting from. So good to have each and every one of us today. Also remember, for those on the TikTok side, make sure you remember to get your daily at me. All the OGs in the house, you know what to do. Tap it out all the way to 5,000. I'll tap it out all the way to 5,000, and of course 50 shares. Press my forehead on the screen. You don't know how to share, press my forehead on the screen and start sharing. Okay, we're going to be Atlanta, Georgia. Bravity, Doris from Atlanta, Georgia. Bravity from Accra, Ghana. Awesome. So good to have you guys. So good to have you guys. Yeah, of course, Atlanta is here. United States was number 1 because Dr. Lina is in Texas in the United States. Awesome. Awesome. Taufik is from Ghana. I love Ghanaians, a lot of Ghanaians here. Awesome. So that number goes up. That number goes up as soon as we find a unique country. So if you understand, a unique country, so country that's never been mentioned out of the country, 63 countries, 61 countries that we've had. So that's when the number goes up. So we are on the hunt for country number 62. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Cameron is just sharing out that live. Make sure you've been sitting here for 2 minutes. This looks like what you're looking for. So what are we talking about? Family, financial freedom, right? It looks like what you're looking for. Yes, yeah, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button, okay? Click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. Yeah, and click on the follow button. So good to have each and every one of us. If you have not done that, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. What does this mean? It simply means that I am not a doctor of medicine. It means that I have my doctorates and my master's in strategic business and information management system. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, deep learning and information management system. I'm also a chartered accountant and also an economist because that is my bachelor's, okay? But I said all of that. It looks very interesting. You will expect a chartered accountant to at least know that you do not save your money. Instead of saving, and I saw a millionaire in the house. Ask Ada today, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in, latest millionaire in town. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Indicate where you're connecting from. Click on that follow button if you have been seated here 2 minutes. Okay? Yeah, and you're wondering, okay, you will expect a chartered accountant to know not to save because when you save your money at 1% using the rule of 72, what's going to happen, right? Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. Do you want to know how long it's going to take your money to double if you get a 1% return? Take 72 divided by 1, and of course, guess the answer. Guess the answer. It is 72 years. I did not create the rule of 72. So whenever you put your money in the bank, it simply says that I signed up my life for the next 72 years with this amount that I put in there, that you give me 1% return. But the 1% return, it simply means if I'm 20 years old, I'm going to get my $1,000 or $10,000 is going to become $20,000 in when I turn 92. Thank you so much, Mr. Bank. That's exactly what you just did, right? And that's exactly what a lot of us do. Philomena, latest millionaire in town. That's exactly what it is. And really, I did not create the rule of 72. And you're like wondering, what is the rule of 72? Go on Google, you'll see it right there. It's just like the law of physics. I did not create it, right? It's just how compounding. That's what compounding is, right? Backup napkin calculation of compounding. You want to know how long it takes your money to double. It's just the rule of 72. Go on Google. Put the rule of 72, not rule 72. Rule of 72, it tells you how long it takes your money to double. 72 divided by your interest rate, you will get the number of years. So in this case, if it's 1%, 72 divided by 1, it means that your money is going to double in 72 years, okay? So yeah, so next time you are investing, ask that question. What is the rate of return? What is the interest rate? What is the ROI? Okay, and then do that calculation and you will know. And we got to 5,000 taps. Absolutely amazing. And not just 5,000 taps, we also got to 60 shares. Taufik and everyone that tapped out that live, moving silence, everyone tapping out that live. You guys are absolutely amazing. So welcome to Family and Finance. All right. So do you want Dr. Lina? If you want me to teach, if you want panel, so we have two choices tonight. We want me, Dr. Lina, to teach. So I'm supposed to teach you 10 money steps, okay? Money system every family member should have. 10 money steps every family member should have. So it simply means family financial freedom. If you have not gotten your daily admin, let's get our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin for all the OGs in the house. Get your daily admin. And for my YouTube community, welcome and click on that subscribe button. If you haven't done that, click on that subscribe button. If you're new here, you'll be sitting for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Welcome to this community. This is the community of millionaires. People that are aspiring to become a millionaire, or they're already a millionaire in dollars. Okay, so I'm trying to scale from a million to 2 million, or to from a million to 4 million, or whatever that is to you. Okay, that is that community. It is called the MDL. It is the $1 Million League, and we're on a financial freedom journey for how many days? Financial freedom journey for 31 days. So all through this July, we're teaching you how to gain financial freedom. Either as a family, these we only do on Sundays as a family, but during the week, we teach something called, for you to stop saving and start doing what? When you stop saving, you start doing what? You start investing. Where do you invest? ETF. What do you invest in? Real estate, businesses. And of course, it's going to help you do something called gain financial freedom and get to that $1 million status, right? And like I was saying, I am getting, as a vice president of technology, which is my day job, as a professor, okay, teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system, right? It tells you something that I was saving money. That's decent income, right? But guess what? I still did not build financial freedom. Latoya, latest millionaire in town. I still did not build financial freedom because I was saving my money, right? I was saving my money, okay? But until I started doing what? I started investing. That is, what was I investing in? ETF, real estate, businesses. That is when I gained financial freedom and got into this $1 million status. So if this looks like what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button. So this is not your regular life, by the way. This is not your regular life, because this is going to be life changing. People pay thousands of dollars to actually access education like that. But we are doing this one this July, just because for 31 days, to help as many people have financial education. Okay, that's number one. Number two, when you have financial education, you're financially educated. Okay, what's going to happen? You're going to gain financial freedom. When you gain financial freedom automatically would reduce poverty. And when you reduce poverty and crime comes hand in hand. So our ultimate goal is to reduce crime, because poverty and crime, they are brothers and sisters. Okay, yeah, or maybe they're actually husband and wife, maybe that. Okay, all right, so that's the ultimate goal. If my annual interest rate is 25%, does that mean it will take 2.88 years to get? Absolutely, yes, that's correct. If that is, take 72 divided by, you do the calculation. If your result 72 divided by 25, whatever number you see, that's exactly the result. Okay, Miss Beam, latest millionaire in town. So having said that, Gideon, welcome. Edlocks, welcome. So having said that, family and finance, having said that, so today, hey Zadie, how are you doing? Rather a mutual and index fund, but where does the investment money come from? It comes from your income, my brother, my friend. Let no one deceive you. Oh, it comes from three places actually, and yeah, three places. Number one is you got family inheritance, right? They left you some. Are you a trust kid, right? Your parents left you money. That's one way. Okay, that's where it's going to come from. Number two is you won a jackpot lottery. Some of us never had that opportunity, so that's the second one. Number three, which is the most common one, accessible to everyone, it is the income. Okay, it is the income. So one of those three is where it's going to come from. Okay, one of those three, or two of those three, out of those three, or some people are lucky enough they get three out of those three. I heard of somebody that got won lottery multiple times. So but some of us have not been lucky enough, so we face the income. That's why I started with, I'm a vice president of technology, also a professor. All right. And that's part of the things that we teach here, how to increase your income. And that's part of the things that we're going to be talking about here as a family today. Family and financial freedom. Right. So do we understand? I hope that answers your question. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Right. It has to come from somewhere. Okay. I'm not one of those coaches that would lead you astray and tell you, oh, you know what, miracles are going to happen. There's no miracle. That miracle is from, whatever we're talking about. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much. Let's keep tapping out the light. If you're sitting here, so we're going to do something. Okay. So for my YouTube community, all you have to do is, of course, keep at it out. Okay. The other thing is, of course, click on the subscribe button. Also indicate where you're connecting from. Okay, that's two things for you. Indicate where you're connecting from and also subscribe Two things on the YouTube side. On the TikTok side, okay. Oh, and also get your notes, your note pen. What's the best app with the highest interest rates to invest? Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that. That's part of the things we're going to be talking about. But let's get it started. So the first thing first, like I said, this life is not your regular life. Okay, it's a life-changing life. This is $1 million league, the league of millionaires. So the first thing first is you wait 1-2 minutes. So if you have been here 2 minutes and you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Let's do that now. Okay, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here 1 minute, 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. That's the first step. Okay, number two is get your pen and paper ready, because I tell you, whatever you're going to take out of this life, it's definitely going to change your finances, right? Your finances might not be what you planned at the beginning of the year, meaning January through till now. Chemist, the latest millionaire in town. Your finances, you had a financial goal as a family, because today's family and finance, guys. Dr. Rex, welcome in, right? So your family, you start a financial goal. Maybe, oh, we're going to max out our Roth IRA. We're going to fix our pension plan. Oh, the kids are going to set up their 529 account. We might be like, oh, you know what? Now I've made the millions. I need to put protection, the living trust, and also we need to have LLC, right? You need to have the insurance as well. You know, you don't have a life, all of those things. We need to build our emergency. We just might be like, you know what? I need to pay off the debt as a family. We've been in debt. Whatever that goal is, you might not have met it at the first half of the year. But what if I tell you that you can still meet it by the end of the year? First half might not be, you know, what it is in terms of your financial goal, but the last half, okay, would, you know, could still, you can still end the year on a good note. So if you're new here, I'm new, click on that follow button. That's number one step. Number two is get your pen and paper ready, okay? Number three is you tap out the life, okay? You tap out. How do you tap? Just touch the screen. It takes nothing from you. It takes no money. Just tapping out the life. That's the language that your algorithm understand that you value this life. Number four, share out the life. Press my forehead on the screen. How do you share? Press my forehead on the screen. And of course, share to your family and friends, okay? This shows that you are also caring, okay? Helping as many people, as many other families build wealth. We're going to be talking about the 10 money systems, okay, every family should have. 10 family systems, right? Because today this is the only time on Sundays where we talk about family and finance. So empowering every member of the family to become financially free, because your children can become financially free at the age of 30, at the age of 40. And this is not about your children alone, even though you did not know all those things and you are just starting at the age of 55. Okay, so those are the things that we are transitioning. Also, how do you set your kids for success? The family member, husband and wife, there's a spender, there's a saver. How do we handle that as well? Okay, those are things that we're talking about here. The other thing, like I said, tap out the life, share out the life, get your daily admin, most importantly, if you can. Another thing is that let's fill up the gift gallery. That will be much appreciated. Get your pen and paper, invite it out, tap out the life, okay? And lastly, it's a two-way thing. I would ask you a question, you would respond, okay? I would ask, you would respond. So let's try, okay? Let's try it right now. So for those that have been sitting here, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Can you check right now? If you have not clicked on that plus sign, click on that plus sign. We value your time. We value your time as well. If it's something you're looking for, ETF, invested, real estate, businesses, stop saving, then what do you need to do? Maybe you want to become a millionaire. Yours might be, I want to end a paycheck to paycheck. Yours might be, I want to build a generational wealth. A wise man leave inheritance for his children and his children's children, okay? Financial freedom. If that's your case, you want to end paycheck to paycheck, or you want to end the debt cycle, then make sure you click on that follow button now if you have not done that. Kaka, latest millionaire in town. And he just totally understands that, and then he just clicked it. And let's keep tapping out the light. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Now, the second thing that I said, Also, we're trying it again. Where are you connecting from? I am in Texas, in United States. So drop where you're connecting from. Tammy, latest millionaire in town. Yeah. So I'm in Texas, in United States. Where are you connecting from? If you're new here, we're already represented. We already have 61 days in 13 days. 61 countries represented. We also want to know where you're connecting from. So drop it in the comment section. Remember, it's a two-way conversation. For the OGs in the house, get your daily at me, okay? Get your daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, as a matter of fact, nobody has gotten their daily at me today. Get your daily at me. For the OGs in the house, tap out the live, get your daily at me, okay? So we're going to get it started, right? We're going to get it started. The 10 money systems, and I have my slide right in front of me, so in case you say, right? The 10 money system that every member of the family should have. 10 money system, okay? The first thing first is, remember, who are the family? I'm from St. Oh, Grenada. Yeah, Grenada is part of the, I think it's country number 40 or something, 40 something. Yeah, welcome in Kaka, all the way from St. Vincent. Awesome, awesome. That is absolutely beautiful. How is St. Vincent today? All right. So the first thing first, and these might not be the first one. I talk about it a lot because you can make all the money and do not know where to put it, right? If you hand it over to the wrong hands, it's going to be a total waste. And money can be a tool and it can also be a weapon of destruction, okay? Money can be a tool. And nobody drop where you can. Only one person. Do we only have new people? Okay, I think let's do a roll call. Taufik, Kemi, Zadi, Vivian, Doris, Dora, Omar, Tropical Queen, Soa, Cabe, Reptile, Dot, Marilyn, Tammy, Sarah, Eng, Bra, Phyllis, Uncle D, Onassis, Rudy, Gracious God, Amphil, Sena, F.A. Nikava, Money Sense, Uche, IJ, Obi, Kaka, Olivia, Chris Pinter, Adio, Chevona, Baba, Dreams, NC King, Latoya. Yeah. Okay. Answer your name. Okay, you're at work, so I'm trying to multitask. That's great. Colorado, awesome. Yeah, I want to make sure you're here. Exactly. I want to make sure. Are we awake now? Okay. Let's start. Let's tap out the live. Let's share the live. Get your daily at me. Let's all get our daily at me. Okay. We did a roll call right now, right? You need to say present, right? Remember, I'm a professor. We need to make sure that everybody is present. Let's remember to also share the live. Repost help this live as well. Let's repost. Let's really, really engage. Can we get our daily admin? Let's get our daily admin. So yeah, you're present. Exactly. That's it. That's it. That's it. Taufik, exactly. Taufik, I never called your name. Sorry about that. Taufik is absolutely rocking it. And everyone moving silence and everyone tapping out. You guys are absolutely. Get your daily at me. It costs you 1 penny, but you get 30 points back. Daily at me helps this life and it helps you as well. It shows that you're a quality engager, all right, within TikTok as well. And you get points. Awesome. Perfect. Now, one of the things, and these might be like, okay, you know what? I don't have children, or yours might be like, okay, I don't have children yet, okay? But maybe at some point you're going to have children, and you might have children, and so this is number one thing is you want to have financial education, either as an adult or as a kid. You need to have financial education. So the first thing, right? The first step to and feel free to also request up if you want to come because today is an opportunity for everyone to, if you want to request up, feel free to request up and I'll bring you right up. Anyone that wants to request up, I will bring you. But you must have gotten your daily at me, okay? Get your daily at me so that, and of course, you must have clicked on that follow button. Get your daily at me. So financial education is the first thing. Education, because the first thing first, as every member of the family, number one, every member of the family needs to gain education when it comes to their every member of the family. Like, let's put education in the comment. Put education in the comment. The first thing is education. Put education in the comment. So You need to teach your children early. Remember, this is family and finance. You need to teach your children early. Thank you so much, Vivian. You need to teach your children early. Thank you so much. Right? You need to teach your children early. But it means that for you to teach your children early, you also already need that education. It means that you're already educated. All right? For you to be able to teach your children early, let's move this thing. For you to be able to teach your children, it means you yourself, you need to already gain education. Taufik, yes, absolutely. You need to absolutely teach your children, educate them to say, okay, you know what, kids, you need to know these and this. What do I mean by this, right? Teach them how to budget. Teach them how to save. Okay? Teach them how to invest. Teach them entrepreneurship spirit. A lot of times, most parents just say, oh, you know what? It's just about, go to school, get a job. This is what they taught us, right? Go to school, get a job, right? And life is going to be beautiful. You heard that phrase before. But how has that actually built your finances? How has that built your finances? Because all that you're doing is you're telling them you can do the same thing. You are still struggling with your finances. And then you're saying that they should follow the same route. Meaning that get a job, go to school, get a job. I mean, of course, you have to go to school. That's a default. That's standard. Go to school, get a job. But then when they get that job, you need to tell them where exactly should they put that money, right? The other thing, so one of the things that I would tell you is have your kids to be able to be an entrepreneur or whatever, have them on a authorized user. So for those that are on the you're in the Western world, or you're in the US, you're in the UK, or there's something called, and I'll tell you this, there's something called authorized user. So if you have a good credit, right, you want to have your children as an authorized user on that credit. What does this help them to do? Normally, if you understand, you understand that at some point your credit is either you have not applicable. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 10,000 taps, and let's get our daily at me. I don't know what's going on today. Nobody got daily at me. Can we all get our daily at me, guys? Let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me, right? Authorized user. And if you're new here, you'll be sitting for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Welcome, so that we can welcome you on the red carpet of the millionaires. What is authorized user? What is authorized user? It simply means that this child is able to use your card. All right, it is authorized user on your card. Okay, on your account. What does that mean? It's beyond that, really. It means that the child is gradually riding on your own credit, so that when the child turns 18, that child is going to already start building credit. Why is this very, very important? Okay, a lot of times, and you have seen it. How did you build your own credit? For those in the, I know some countries don't have credit system. For those people, you are in a country that has credit system. How did you build your credit? How did you at some point you got zero credit, right? Maybe not zero, or maybe not applicable, insufficient information. Did you ever see that before? And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 10,000 taps. Thank you all for doing that. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new, click on that follow button. If you have not done that, let's welcome you properly. Thank you so much, R.A. Star. When you started, maybe you would probably have got a secured credit, right? A secured, is it secured or unsecured, where it's backed up by a certain amount on you put in, our star latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you got it, by the way, if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Any new people here, drop one in the comments. I'm new, drop one in the comments. Yeah. So one of the things is that you see that your credits, at some point while you're building your credit, you either got a secure credit card because it's secured with money in your account where they'll tell you you need to put $500 and all of that. That's how people start building credit. Why are we even talking about credit? We talk about entrepreneurship. So one of the parts of entrepreneurship is what we talk about. It could be businesses, right? It could be real estate, right? And for you to build this, you're going to be using something called leverage. Sammy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. So it means that they're going to, if you want to set up your kids, you want to first of all make sure that it is not just one single stream of income. Go to school, get a job. That's not it. Because let me show you what go to school, get a job is. Go to school, get a job is this. It gives you what? Income, right? However, right, it says that you fund lifestyle, depreciating lifestyle liability, right? DLL, fund lifestyle, enjoy life. But guess what? This is what is called paycheck to paycheck. This is what is called rat race. This is why people work from age 20 to 65 and not gain financial freedom. So if you want to gain financial freedom, first of all, you need to understand it's another thing. It's not what you were taught in school. Go to school, get a job, and of course, enjoy life. And life is good, right? And life is good. We're going to get to that, love. Make sure you click on that follow button. Turn on notification bell. We're going to be talking about it because definitely investing ETF is part of that, okay? All right? But one word for you, love. Diversification. That's what it is. Diversification and risk management. Depreciating lifestyle liability, okay? Depreciating. So a lot of time what you're doing is that because these does not bring up, it doesn't generate anything. It's just like the end point. You take this money, you spend it here. You take this money, you spend it here. And that's it. Life ends there. But for you to actually build wealth, it's the other way around. You have not this route. You have to go this route. Meaning income starts here. Then you put money in something called assets. What are those assets? So the one that Love just asked about, which is ETF, that's a form of asset. Real estate, okay? All right, real estate. Real estate. Okay? Real estate, ETF, real estate. All right, businesses. Those are places where you put your money. Why is this very important? The reason why this is very linked to entrepreneurship that we are talking about. Why is this very important? This is important because it's going to help you. This asset, unlike depreciating lifestyle liability, appreciating cash flowing asset that I call ACA, appreciating cash flowing asset is going to start generating money for you. This one does not generate money for you. Dr. Sajay, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. The depreciating lifestyle doesn't give you anything in return. That's the dead end. Then you have to work again, get the income, fund it again. It's just like you get food, you eat, that's it. That's it. The cycle ends there. And that's why so many people are not building wealth. This is not it. But if you put it on appreciating cash flowing asset, what's going to happen is that income is going to feed this asset. Asset is now going to give you multiple other sources, right? It's not going to start giving you something called certain income. All right? Certain income, additional income. It could be dividends. It could be cash flow from real estate rental income. It could be from business profit, okay? And then it means that you are not just, this is dividends, is a dividend income. Rental is rental income, that's another income, right? This is salary income, right? This is rental income, that is another income. This is, dividend income, that's another income. This one from business is business income or profit, whatever you want to call it. They are all different kind of income, okay? This is one. So it means that you now have, your money is working harder than you do, meaning that you are getting this income, but there are multiple other incomes. Chris, latest millionaire in town, welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. If you're new here, this is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, people that are already millionaires, scaling to become multi-millionaires, or You are aspiring to be a millionaire in dollars, by the way, and that's your goal. So make sure you click on the follow button. Wait 2 minutes. If you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, 2 minutes is it's we value your time, right? Time is money, right? 2 minutes, if it looks like what you're looking for, ETF invested, right? Make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you properly on the red carpet of the millionaires. Welcome in each and every one of you. All right. So remember, rental income, cash flow income, Medis General, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. We have rental income, dividends income, business income, right? Or you call it profit, net profit, right? Yeah. Now, see, this is three income. These three income, you will get to a certain point. If you manage it well, it's going to be higher than this income. And that is where you become work optional, okay? And that is what you want to teach your children, because if they start this early, right, you don't have that education. Now you're getting that education. But if you start your children early, guess what? At the age of 35, they can say that, okay, you know what? I am financially free. I am work optional, okay? And that's where you want to be. Think about it. You are on one island. Okay, you are on one island right now, and whatever money that you want to work for tomorrow, okay, you are not rushing. That money still goes into your account. Like, you're on an island sipping coconut water, enjoying yourself, right? And you do not have to think of tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, or it's already next day for some people. Flourish Baby, latest millionaire in town. Mr. White CC, latest millionaire in town, on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome, guys. Awesome. Let's remember to get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Welcome in. Thank you so much for doing that. Just imagine that kind of life, and then you don't have to clock in, right? Instead of clocking in tomorrow, you do not have to clock in tomorrow, right? But that same income, you're making $10,000 every single month, but that same income is getting into your account. That is financial freedom. So you deserve to actually find yourself there. And even if you also, maybe you're starting late, you deserve to teach your children, right? Yeah, you're most welcome, Flourish, right? You deserve to, you need to pass it on to your children, right? So that they can start it early. And that's part of what we teach. That's what we teach here, because you're going to get all these different incomes. And this income is going to, now you cannot fund that lifestyle. In here, it's called delayed gratification. So one of the things that we have in this community is that we delay the gratification. It's not instant gratification. It's not about hypes. It's not, as a matter of fact, we are moderate risk investors. So the thing about it, you see that we invest like a Warren Buffett. That's why we don't do risky plays. We don't do hypes. So we're not for you, okay? Because how do we know? Because the multimillionaires doesn't invest that way. You want to know how the multimillionaires invest. The exact wealth blueprint, that's what we use in this community, which is the $1 Million League, okay? Which is the $1 Million League. And what is that wealth blueprint? Go and check it. Go on Google. It's hidden in plain sight. Go on Google. On ChatGPT is available there. Where does the multimillionaire put their money? All right? You would see the exact thing. You would see that they don't do MLM. They don't do options. They don't do futures. They don't do all those kind of risky plays. They put their money in something called long-term investing, like an ETF, index funds, real estate, absolutely yes, businesses, and of course things like artwork, and of course antique, all those kind of things. But we don't know antique, we don't know fine art. And Benga, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If there's any other person, if you don't click on that follow button, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you properly. And let's reset the live. Can we tap out the live? Let's tap out the live. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Click on that follow button. You'll be sitting 2 minutes, right? Otherwise, it's okay for you to also scroll. Not, because time is wealth, right? Time is wealth. So the thing about it, if you wait 2 minutes, you should be able to determine. I do it when I go to people's life. You should be able to determine, is this what I'm looking for or not? If it's not, I'm gone. But if it's something that is adding value to me, right, or will have the potential, I am absolutely clicking on that, smashing the follow button immediately. So let's do that. We want to make sure, and also we want to make sure that we don't have BOTs here. So make sure that you are real human. Tap out the light, get your pen and paper ready. We're so happy to have each and every one of us. Get your daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, let's get our daily at me. No single person has gotten their daily at me today, and it's so interesting, right? I don't know what's going on. Get your daily at me, guys. And Ralph Green, latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Maybe we need to stop doing family and finance, right? Maybe we need to stop doing that. All right, so let's go on. Let's go on. Awesome. Awesome. So the thing about it, so back to entrepreneur, which is what we're talking about. You want to make sure that you teach them that spirit. How do you teach them? Or how do you equip them? I want to live well for my kids. That's what drew me my interest. Awesome. Awesome. That's the way, right? Build generational wealth. And that's exactly what we're teaching here. But beyond you living well for your children, you need to enjoy the wealth yourself as well, right? You need to enjoy the wealth, right? Then you will transition it to them. Exactly the purpose why we're here. Exactly the purpose. Awesome. All right. So entrepreneurship, okay? Right? You want to, one of the things that I do for my own kids when it comes to setting up for entrepreneurship, that would be getting them as authorized user on the credit card, right? What does this mean? I know that a lot of people, Dave Ramsey, trust me, is here. Dave Ramsey, the total money makeover, right? Is right here. He tells you, oh, you know what? At times it makes them to, it depends, right? That's why, see, remember the first thing is education. They become lazy when they're not educated, right? That's it. That's where we are exactly starting from, Vivian. Exactly where we are starting from, okay? Because when you educate them, they know the value of money, right? You teach them, you equip them, you don't dump it on them. Do we know the Rockefeller family? Do we know, right? That's exactly some of the things, right? Ensuring that everyone gets that education. Give them a position. It's not like you're handing over something to them. Not that you are handing over the wealth. That's why the education is the first step. And let's keep tapping and let's get it to 15,000 taps. Let's all tap out the live. Get your daily at me. Let's get our daily at me, okay? Click on the follow button. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. The chat is not chatting. The chat is really quiet. Exactly. So you need to educate them. The chat is really quiet. Let's start tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's repost as well, right? Let's repost. Let's do all of that. Thank you so much. I want to really keep going. Entrepreneurship, okay? Right? Entrepreneurship, not most of us are not trust babies as well, okay? A lot of people never got wealth, okay? Right? So, that's beside the point. Let's just focus on the class. Entrepreneurship, one of the things, okay, this is not about you dumping money on them. By the way, when we're talking about the children, you want to leave generational wealth. Generational wealth, a lot of time people always make a mistake. When we say wealth, people always make the mistake that wealth is money. I hope we know that there are 5 types of wealth. When we talk, as a matter of fact, within this community, wealth is 5 types. Wealth is not money. Just like giving them a little boost. Not in short. Let's forget about. I think let's go back to the basis. Wealth is not money. Money is one type of wealth. So let's now talk about what is 5 types of wealth. The first type of wealth is money wealth, which is what everyone is talking about, giving them a little boost. I don't want to give them money because they're going to become lazy. That's what you're looking at when you're saying generational wealth. But what we're saying is money wealth, of course, that's investment, ETF, real estate, money in the bank, properties. That is money wealth, okay? There's something called time wealth, okay? Time wealth. That's why I always say that time is wealth. Oba, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Time is wealth. That's why I tell people whenever you're here, 1 minute, 2 minutes, know what you're looking for. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll because time is money, right? Time is money and it's pretty limited. Money is unlimited, okay? BJ, latest millionaire in town. Money is limited and money is unlimited. Time is limited because the thing about it, and that's what we teach here, financial freedom. Because guess what? You only have 24 hours in a day. There's nothing you can do about that, right? You cannot go and ask all the millionaires and the billionaires of today. They will how much they would trade back, right, to be able to get back to go back to 825. There's the number of years you can actually live. So one of the things that you want to teach them when we're saying wealth is how can they manage their time? How can they treat, how can they remember? That's what we're talking about, entrepreneurship spirit. Remember, we talked about rental income, right? So that they don't just focus on this income mainly, which is salary income or your active income, your paid employment income. They have rental income, they have dividends income, they have business income. Okay, that is going to help them with the time wealth. So we understand right now, whenever we say that we are building generational wealth, you're giving children your wealth. That's what it means. Then number 3 type of wealth is your peace wealth, ensuring that you have emergency fund, protection, insurance, living trust, having an LLC, educating them on that part, such that when you sleep, your life, you can sleep with your 2 eyes closed. That is the 3rd type of wealth. There's the 4th type of wealth, which is something called health wealth. Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. So whenever teaching them to also live right, okay, that's a mental health, all of those kind of things, it's another type of wealth. And number 5 is something called social wealth. They say that you are a representation, or your value is your network is your net worth, your social currency. So like this community, we call it the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. Somebody just literally surpassed $500,000 literally last week, right? And came here. I just did that, right? So that is network, right? I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. I'm teaching you this right now. That is a form of the fact that you know me. You are learning from almost 2 decades, almost 20 years of experience, either in corporate, helping you to build your income, because I increased my income 15 years ago by 30,000, moving from finance to technology. My day job is vice president of technology. Only a certification took me there. Under 5 months, $500. That is network. I can teach you the same thing, right? Nat's latest millionaire in town, right? That is net worth. Now I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. I can teach you how to buy real estate, how to do it, how to manage it. That is net worth. I'm teaching you this about generational wealth. That is net worth. Okay, so because that is social wealth. So there are different types of wealth. Okay, so whenever we're saying that we are passing wealth on to a generation, the next generation, you are teaching them all of those values. All those things are the things that, it's not just the money wealth. So when we focus that, they become lazy, you cannot teach them all these 5 things and they become lazy. It's impossible because it's holistic. All right. So one of the things that you want to have to set them up as an entrepreneur, you want to have them have their authorized. So as soon as your child turned about 14 to 15, and this is what I did in my own case, I had him as an authorized credit card on my credit. Okay, of course my credit is okay, right? So because of that, by the time he turns 18, he can already have a solid credit. Okay, a solid credit. That is not money. Okay, that is not cash, right? That is way more than cash, because with that, at 18, if he wants to buy a property, he can be a first-time owner with $10,000 and buy the first property at 18, okay, while going to college. Authorized user on credit card. I would rather say 15, okay? I would rather say 15, okay? So that's the first thing. At 15 would be more ideal, because at least exactly. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 15,000. If you have not gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. You'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes, right? So that's one. The other thing is that you want to teach them how to budget, right? You want to teach them how to budget, right? They need to know the value of money, income, expense. What does this mean, right? What does this mean when you spend money this way? One of the things we did this last Christmas, I have one particular unique personality that whenever we go to the store, he must I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And this time we said, okay, you know what? We're going to give you the money to go and buy. Every one of them, we gave, you get $100, you get $50. We gave them money according to their ages, of course. And then we went to the store and I saw something different. Somebody that was always saying that I want this, I want this, I want that. All of a sudden started calculating. Oh, you know what? I've gotten this. And I was like, oh, don't you want this? And she says, oh, mommy, I cannot afford it. That is how you teach them. Mommy, I cannot afford it. That alone, next time he knows that money is limited, right? And then I have another person and this same person is telling me, mommy, I'm going to save this part of this money. I don't want to spend all my money. I want to save it and I want to be able to buy something, right? Then you are teaching the culture of saving, right? So that's how you teach them, okay? But you yourself need to already know this. So savings, budgeting, you can just might not be giving them cash. You might just be putting them in numbers, right? Let them understand all of that. Save, right? Then the other thing is teach them to invest. So like the person, Sunray's latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Like one of the things that I do, like the same person that another person, one of the things, the one that got the credit card. Another thing is working as a lifeguard, because he's a good swimmer. So he works as a lifeguard in the community pool, just short distance. Guess what? He's making his money, his first money this year, during this summer only, right? But with this money that he's making, he's already have his Roth IRA opened. Roth IRA is already open. He knows that he's already thinking, okay, 60 to 70% of, about 50 to 60% of whatever money that he makes goes into that account, into the Roth IRA, because Roth IRA is already opened. Now, the other thing is that brokerage accounts is already open. So open a Roth IRA for them. Especially you need to have, they have to have a source of income. Now, when I say a source of income, if you have an LLC, right? You have an LLC, maybe you have a business on the side. They can, as small as age 1, they can actually be your employee. Sebastian, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. As early as age 1 or even earlier, so far they can do something, right? You can start having them on your business to do certain things as you send something to the printer, she picks the printer for you, picks it up from the printer. She holds the phone for you, something, right? And you pay them based on that. Now, the beautiful part of it is that it's a tax deductible on your own side on the business, but then you can put money in the Roth for them, okay? Because Roth must come from the income. So they're going to be on your paycheck. There's going to be on your payroll whereby you are paying them, but it's as a deduction, right? On your own end, but then it's a win-win. If you understand what we mean, let's get it to 15,000. Let's get it to 15,000. So that's it. And then you have them open a Roth IRA. If you do not have an LLC, you can also open a brokerage account for them, a custodian brokerage account. But first of all, you yourself, you already need to know how to invest, right? You need to make sure that you have your Roth IRA. Or if you're in other countries, you're not in the United States, right? There's the ISA in the UK and some parts of Europe. There's TFSA in Canada. And in your own country, just check, right? Because we have 61 countries represented here. 61 countries. If you've been sitting there for 2 minutes, remember to click that follow button. You've not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button. Galactic, thank you so much for sharing it. Let's share out the live. The chat is very quiet. Let's start tapping out the live. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. And of course, let's get it to, let's share. Let's share, let's repost. Let's get it to 100 shares and 15,000 taps. Let's all of us, can we all share? Can we all start tapping? Thank you all for doing that. Let's get it to 15,000 shares so that we continue. Let's get it to 15,000 shares. So authorized user, and of course, open the Roth IRA, open the custodian brokerage account, open open, even if you don't want to do all of that, open a regular bank account for them. Okay, so that's part of financial education: budgeting, saving, investing, and of course entrepreneurs. And teach them early, most importantly, right? Teach them early. That's the first thing first. Okay, all right, any question? And if you're sitting here 2 minutes, well, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you to the $1 Million League. Welcoming each and every one of us. None at this time. Okay, so you don't have kids at this time. Okay. Oh, none at this time. Awesome. Thank you so much, Zaddy. Any question? Awesome. So, okay. So the next thing is, number 2 is, as a family, you need to have the 4-account system. All right, let's put it in the comments. So the first thing is financial education. Number 2 is the 4-account system. And I already taught this. If you're new here, you want to know 4-account system, let me put it in the comment. 4-account system. From what age do I open an account? You can open an account for a child that is not yet born. Yes, you can open an account. You just open it in your name. All right, 4-account system. You can open it in your name. But Roth IRA, as soon as you have a business, okay? Right, as soon as you have a business that you can start doing it at that time. 4-account system, awesome. You can start doing it at that time. So it's going to be a custodian account, all right? A custodian account. Flourish, baby. Awesome. Awesome. 4-account system. Does that answer your question? Flourish, baby. Does that answer your question? All right. So you want to have, what are the 4-account system? 3 of these accounts are going to be on, okay, perfect. 3 of these accounts are going to be on the bank account side, and the other 3 are going to be on the investment side. Okay, so there's bank account, and it means that there's something called bank account, and there's also something called investment account. Bank and investment, okay? They're 2 different sides, and they're 2 different institutions. On the investment side, it's going to build you wealth, okay? On the bank side, it's just going to fund depreciating lifestyle liability, right? It's just your daily life, okay? So the first account that you want to have is your income account, where your money goes into. Unfortunately, most people, this is the only account that they have. Yeah, that's the only account that they have. And it seems that it's only one person that is tapping out the live here. Can we just please, right, tap out the live, okay? You've been sitting here for 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You've been sitting here 2 minutes, right? It looks like what you're looking for. I'm very smart. Thank you so much, Zober. Welcome in, click on that follow button. I guess you're just meeting me for the first time, but thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, is it nice? I mean, maybe, yeah, that's because I'm also a doctor. I'm a doctor of business and technology. So I have my doctorate, okay? And of course, it's not even about the doctorate. It's about, I have lost money. So maybe that gave me wisdom. Receive sense. Moxie and Soba, latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Okay. So understand. So the thing about it is that the 4-account system, unfortunately, you are supposed to have 4 accounts, but unfortunately, a lot of people only have one of this account. It's about experience. Yes, exactly, Kadi. Yeah, the experience, but also the education also helps. The education is also very key. The experience is there, but then, I think it's a big mix of both worlds, okay? It's a mix of both worlds. Yeah. Yes, it's the two, right? It's whatever in life, whatever you go through, it also shapes you into who you are. But thank you so much, everyone. Welcome in. Wow. And the passion too. Yes, I agree. You see, I have very smart people here, right? I have very smart people. And that's true. The passion is the thing that's been keeping me going, because I've been showing up 2 times a day. This is the 19th day. 2 times a day, right? But that's going to end very soon. That is going to end very soon, because we would we're just doing a financial freedom drive this July, and it ends by the end of this July. Financial freedom drive. So take advantage of the opportunity. These people pay thousands of dollars to learn this, but we're giving it for free this July. And I'm here 1:30 and 8 p.m. just so we can help to reduce, to give out dish out financial education to people. And of course, when you get financial education, of course, poverty is going to go down. And our ultimate goal is to reduce crime, because when crime reduces, when poverty reduces, crime is going to also reduce. And that's our whole goal. Teaching this whole of July, so that you can gain financial freedom, end the paycheck to paycheck cycle, get to this $1 million status. Of course, you're not going to get it there this month. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, 10 years or less is what with the steps, and we just showed it in the past one with $0 to $1 million, the exact steps. So if you missed it, you want to join the challenge this week. 12 days wealth building. Every single day, each day is going to give you a challenge, a step to gaining financial freedom and getting to this $1 million status. That's what we're going to be starting tomorrow. Awesome. Molungi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. Make sure we're learning and we appreciate you, Dr. Lina. Galactic, thank you so much. Yeah. And everyone, let us get our daily at me. Yes, let's remember to get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me. Welcome in, everyone. If you are seated there a minute or two, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the community of the millionaire, right on the red carpet. Stop sitting on the window. Come through the front door. So we welcome you as a millionaire. You are grand royal. You are royalty, right? It's not easy to become a millionaire. And you are saying that I want to become. There's a reason why we actually mention everybody's name, because there's power of life and death in the tongue. That's number one. But number two, we also execute, right? Because God also bless the works of your hand. If there's nothing in your hand, there's nothing to be blessed. He expects you to also do what you're supposed to do, right? Because it's not going to come from heaven. Thank you all for tapping out the light. So the second thing that we're talking about, the 4 account system. How do I get the daily at me? Okay, hat, right? Okay, don't worry. Let's put it here. Triple latest millionaire in town, right here. Click on that you see right there. Right, it's going to get you 1 penny. It's 1 penny, but it's going to give you 30 points. It's 1 penny, 1 cent. Triple A, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So let's keep going. And so make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done that. Get your daily at me. I don't know what's going on. No one has gotten a daily at me today, and that's very surprising. Typically, we get it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the daily at me. Is it that can somebody try it? I just want to make sure there's no issue with daily at me, because it's very unusual that no one gets a daily at me. That's very, very unusual. Awesome. So what is so we okay, so it's working. All right. Oh, thank you. So it's working all along. All right. Okay. So people just decided not to get daily at me today. Okay. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Obi. Thank you so much, guys. At least we know that people just decided not to get daily at me today. All right, that's okay. Let's get our daily at me. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say thank you. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Obi, as well. Awesome. What were we saying? Awesome. So for account system, what are the accounts that you need to have? What are the 4 accounts you need to have? The 4 accounts, the first one is your income account, which is your checking account. All right. Your checking account is the first account you need to have, which is your income account, where the income goes into. Okay. Your income goes into that account. That's the first account. Now, a lot of times, this is the only account that people have. They pay the bills from there. They do all this. No, that's not what you do. That is not, and that might be the reason why you're struggling with finances. And like, I'm making good money, but what's going on? I'm still not building well. Thank you so much for the shares, right? I'm still not building well. So what you need to do is have that income account. That account is just distribution center. By day 5, that account should be almost zero, because that account gives you 0.01. It's going to take you 7,200 years. Take number 72 using the rule of 72. Take number 72 divided by the interest rate that you get from the bank. 72 divided by 1, if your interest rate is 1, it's going to take you 72 years. If your interest rate is like my own bank, Chase, that gives you 0.01, it gives you about 7,200 years to double your money. It's not me. Go on Google and you see it right there. Go on Google. The rule of 72 is right there. But that's not why we're here today. But for the sake of, a lot of people always argue with the calculator. They always argue with the calculator, and what did I mean? They argue with, some people can argue for anything. They would say, oh, you know what? What's she even saying? How is it possible? Well, that's exactly what you signed up for. That's the rule of 72. Learn how to double your money with compound interest. So whatever interest, rate of return. So rate of return, interest, or whatever you get that you are getting from that business, take 72 divided by that interest, and you would see what the result is. 0.01, your money is going to, your 1,000 to become 2,000 is going to become 1,000. It's going to take 7,200 years. That's what that means. Now let's talk about what was I saying? So the first account that you want to have is your income account, right? That income account, it can be checking account, because by day 5 it's going to become a zero. It's going to become almost zero, $1, whatever. Number 2, you need to have your emergency fund account. What is your emergency funds account? These accounts give you 3 to 5%, but it houses your emergency fund. What is the emergency fund? In the case of an emergency, what do you have funds? The money for emergency. Okay, that's what it is. So it's something called BLE. Put BLE in the comment. BLE. Type BLE in the comment. BLE. Emergency fund is for BLE. Type it in the comment. Thank you so much, Zari. Right, BLE. Okay, what is BLE? BLE simply means basic. BLE simply means basic living expenses. That's what BLE is. BLE simply means basic living expenses. That's what it means, right? What are your basic living expenses? Thank you so much. Basic living expenses. What are your basic living expenses? It's 4 things, and your shoes and your purse are not in that category. Shoes and purse not in the category. It's just basically your transportation, your housing, transportation. It could be bus pass, train pass, car notes, utility, whatever it is. The other thing, which is the least on the category. So from the least to the highest. Number 2, okay? Number 2 is your utilities. From the least to the highest, there are 4 things, right? Utilities, so your water, your electricity, whatever. Number 3 is your groceries. Number 3, groceries, okay? Right? And number 4, which is the most, number 4, of course, is your housing, rent or mortgage. So those are the basic expenses, basic living expenses, okay? Because in the case where there is a job loss, you'll not be thinking of buying clothes or shoes, right? You're going to focus on what is going to keep you, your family a little bit, give you a bit of comfort, right? So it's supposed to take care of you in a case. It's a safety net, basically, right? So let's assume all those 4 things are $2,000. You calculate it and you put it in an account. What account? You put it in an high yield savings account. Put HYSA in the account, in the comment if you don't know what high yield savings account is. I don't know what high yield savings account. Put it in the comment. High yield savings account, I do not know. Put it in the comment. Right, so that we can talk about it. Otherwise, we'll go to the next account that we need to open. Okay, okay, you don't know IU savings account. If you, to only the people that don't know IU savings account, put it in the comment. All right, And if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. You are new here, click on the follow button. Wait 2 minutes and see if it's something you're looking at. Click on that follow button. All right. So high yield savings account, high yield, not us, right? You don't know. Okay. If you don't know, all those people that don't know, it means that you're new here. Click on that follow button if you have not done that, right? If you have not, click on the, if you don't know, because if you are new, for those that are OGs, I've talked about this over and over again. So click on that follow button so that we can welcome you properly to the community. Welcome to the $1 Million League. I said it, right? Prince Demo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah. So high savings account is just your regular bank account. Just the same way I told you that my bank account gives me 0.01. But these accounts give you about, if you're in the United States, it gives you about 3 to 5%. In some other countries, it could be up to 10%, okay? But it's just your regular bank account. But the only thing is that it just gives you a higher interest rate. How do you search this account? How do you search this account? What you need to do is go into your account. Go into your account and indicate into your account, go on Google and check and just simply type best high yield savings account or best high yield or high interest savings account. Put your country and also indicate the month of the year, right? You would see it on you. It's going to come up right there. It's going to come up like that, okay? Let's see. So that one was in Canada, okay? Let's see in the US. If you're in the UK, just indicate you're in the. I'm in the US. I'm in the US. So because I'm in the US, I just put the US right now, and I put July 2026. All right. So if I look at it, so this is how you check high yield savings account, and it's still coming up. So they're just regular bank accounts like your Bank of America, Chase, or the regular bank in your country, okay? If only it's going to come up. It's taking it forever, right? Just type your best high yield savings account in your country and also put the month of the year. This is taking forever. Well, it's taking forever, but we get what exactly we're talking about, right? We get it. Not sure why it's doing this. Anyway, we already know. Just check best high yield saving net wealth latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah. Just check best high yield savings account in your country, put it there, and you'll be able to, so like these and like in Canada, high yield savings account, right? Make sure those won't change over. Yeah, okay. So just make sure you check that, okay? Check that, put your country in front of it before you start investing, okay? All right. So the second account is the first account is your income account. Second account is your bills account, right? Second account is your bills account. Your emergency fund account, which houses your basic living expenses. So your basic living expenses, housing, transportation, feeding, groceries and utilities. If it's 2,000, multiply that by 3 to 6 months, put it in the account, in an high yield savings account like I described it earlier, right? Put it in there. Make sure the account is FDIC insured. If you're in Canada, CDIC insured. If you're in the UK or whatever, just check what is the body that protects the bank, right? Such that in a case where the bank goes down, your money is protected. Like in the US, your money is protected up to Your money is protected up to $250,000. Simply Abby, thank you so much for tapping out that live. Zaddy, thank you all for tapping out the live. Everyone tapping out the live, really appreciate that. And everyone, power sharing, getting your daily at me repost, we really, really appreciate that. Right? Hopefully, we get to 5,000 taps, 50,000 taps today. We get everyone to also get their daily at me, fill up the gift gallery. That would be much appreciated. Money Sense, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. All right, so that is the second account, right? Income account, emergency fund account, which is the IU savings account. Then number 3, of course, is your regular bills account. Okay, thank you so much for getting your daily at me preach demo. The number 3 is, of course, getting your regular bills account, which is your monthly bills, regular monthly bills. So you see depreciating lifestyle liability, that's it. Your housing, your bills, your transportation. Thank you so much. Get to your daily at me, right? All of those things, right? Your lifestyle, a little bit of lifestyle, that's it, right? But guess what? You don't just, what I was teaching earlier, you don't put all that money, all your income must not equal to your bills. If you, all you do is your income equals your bills, then that's where the problem, that's the paycheck to paycheck life, right? So you need to make sure that the lifestyle is not creeping to meet your income. You keep the lifestyle below, right? This income, and you would see the reason why I'm going to be talking, why I mentioned that your income is here, your this depreciating lifestyle liability is here. This gap is going to help us with the last account, because the only last account is the only one that builds you wealth. Last account is the only one that builds you wealth. Okay, so account number 3 that you need to have, I mean, we already talked about the 3 accounts. These are the 3 accounts on the savings side, on the bank side. Okay, 3 accounts on the bank side. 1, your income account, where income goes to. 2, emergency fund, 3 to 6 months. 3 is your regular bills account. All right, the regular bills account. And what is that? What does that even mean? All right. Okay, says we are doing well with our daily admin. Did you see that? It just says Money Talk with Dr. Lina community just teared up. Awesome. Yeah, can we get it to, can we all get our daily admin? Thank you all. Can we all get a daily admin? Can you see that how that is helping the community? And it also helps you as well, because it shows that you're a quality person on the TikTok community. So if you want to go live, or it just shows that you're quality, and also if people engage with you as well, it just also shows. Dennis, welcome in. Get your daily admin. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. So good to have each and every one of us. So 3 accounts on the income side. On the bank side, all these accounts that I just talked about, they're on the bank side. Now, the other account that you need to have is now on the investment side, brokerage account, right? Now, you want to start investing. That's on the brokerage, on the investment side. So one of the accounts, if you're in the United States, if you're outside of the United States, right, you would have something like pension. So it's divided into 2. One account for your future and one account for your present. Okay, one account for your future, one account for your present. The first account for your future, it's going to be either pension account. If you're in the US, you have something like 401k. 401k, a lot of people make mistake with this 401k. They make a ton of mistake, because a lot of people put all of their investments in 401k. 401k, or your, hey GBD girl, how are you doing? Welcome in here. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. So good to have you. So the first thing first is, you see 401k, a lot of people make a mistake when it comes to 401k, right? The reason why they make that mistake is because a lot of time, thank you so much for filling up the gallery. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah. So the first thing is that a lot of people put so much money in 401k, but instead of just putting it as a limit, what is that limit? Whatever your employer matches. If your employer matches, hey Stephanie, how are you doing? Right. GBD, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now you can see GBD, that's quality. I know her. She is quality, guys. Yeah, she is quality. She just came on the carpet. She was like, okay, let's fill up the gallery. Thank you so much, GBD. Emmanuel, she says, where did your 5% come from, Emmanuel? Yeah, Stephanie girl, how are you? Where is the 5% coming from, Emmanuel? Right? If your 401k or your pension, I don't know, because we have 61 countries represented within this community in 13 days. 61 countries. By the way, if you're new here, drop the country where you're connecting from. You're new, drop the country where you're connecting from, right? Because we have not been tracking it. 61 countries in 13 days. Isn't that amazing? What if your employer matches 100% of your 401k? You better hold that company, right? 100% of what percentage? So are you saying that you're earning 100,000 and your employer is matching 100,000? Is that what you're saying? Right? 100%. That's not what, it's not possible. There's no employer that will do that. Max out my 401k because I'm single, it's lower. You max it out. What is that max? Is what you're doing it right, 1984. You're doing it right. What is your employer matching? Somebody is not still, you guys don't understand it. What are they matching? Right? What are they matching? Are they matching 4% of your income, 6% of your income, 12% of your income? What exactly is your employer matching? Some matching 300% for law enforcement agency. What? I don't know what you're talking about. 300%. Mine is 100% of 6%. Exactly. 6%. They're matching your contribution. What exactly? What is the percentage? There's going to be a cap of your income. All right. Thank you so much for tapping out. GBD, thank you so much for the shares. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Zaddy and everyone tapping out the live. Thank you so much. Welcoming everyone. Click on that follow button. So good to have each and every one of us. It's family and finance. But then we are also talking about what is very important, the 4-account system, right? Mistakes that people make when it comes to their finances. That's what we're talking about, right? Ensuring that every member of the family is financially free. Don't see latest millionaire in town. So everyone that is new here, you've been here, you're just joining, you waited 1-2 minutes, it looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button immediately, right? Click on that follow button. Text as a match. Okay, Obi, you need to go and get your data right. You don't know what we're talking about, okay? You're in Texas. It's not possible. What you're saying is, no, it's not possible. What you're saying is that basically what you just said now is if you earn $100,000, your employer is going to match 300%. It means that you are making $400,000. It's not possible. I am in Texas, in the United States, okay? And I work with the state of Texas as well as a professor, right? You know, I have my corporate job. Thank you so much, GBD. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. Perfect. Really appreciate that. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. We often don't see that when we're talking about educational. All right. Okay, so 4%, but I max up to 24,000. All right, so let me tell you what you're doing, 1984, except you're doing a catch up, okay? This is exactly what I want to understand, okay? Your employer match gives you 4%. All you want to do is the 4%, because let me explain to you, right, what you're doing. If you're putting the entire 24,000, except you are already in your 50s, you're doing a catch-up, that's a different, yeah, I'm an high income earner. Yes, my day job is vice president of technology, so that's my day job. I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And I've been doing this investing for close to 2 decades, so you would understand, okay? But just calm down, we will get it, you would understand. So whenever it comes to 401k, what you're basically doing is your employer is matching 4%, right? What that money that you put in, it's not yet taxed, okay? You put in 4% of your income. Let's assume you earn 200,000, okay? You put 4% of that your income, all right? Or 24,000, whatever. That money is not taxed. Let's assume that you put it because you're an high income earner and you put it on, they put it for you, they invest it for you. First, you don't have control on whatever they invested in. They just put a whole basket and tell, are you a slow growth or medium growth or whatever? So that's number one, something right there. The second thing is that if this money grows, by the time you retire, there's something called minimum, what's it called? required minimum distribution, RMD. At some point, you need to start taking this money. It means that government needs to be, they're going to tax the growth. Let's assume that everything you contributed, let's say it's 200,000, and this money becomes, or 500,000, it becomes $4 million. Your 4 million, it's the difference between the 500 you put in and that 4 million is going to be taxed. Okay, that growth is going to be taxed. So what should you do differently? Put your money, put the 4%, match that 4%, whatever, because you want to get free 4%. So your money is growing and doubling its value at the front end. So you put in, let's say 24,000 is your 4%, right? 24,000 is your 4%, right? I know it's not 24,000 because you're saying that's the max, right? 24,000 is your 4% in this case. You're matching, your employer is going to match 24,000. So automatically your money is going to become $49,000. That's what it means. That is the profit. That is the benefit of that 401k. Now, because if you put, the more you put in there, if it grows, it's going to be taxed later. Now, I understand you said you're an high income earner, so you might not qualify for Roth IRA. But let's assume that you are earning 150,000 and below, okay? 150,000, and I'm not sure the exact number, or as a couple, you're earning 250,000, look at the numbers, right? And below, you would qualify for something called Roth IRA. Roth IRA is a tax advantaged account. So let's assume that you put at the same 500,000. I mean, you cannot put it because there's a max of 7,500. And if you do not even qualify for Roth IRA, you can actually, if you don't qualify you can do backdoor Roth IRA, where you go pay the tax and you go through you do the backdoor. It's not wrong. It is called backdoor. You should check what backdoor Roth IRA. You put your money in the Roth IRA, right? Up to 7,500, okay, a year. Let's assume you put in 200,000, it becomes 2 million. Because it is taxed, your 200,000 you put in is already pre-taxed. By the time it goes to about, let's say it goes to $2 million, all you get, what you get in retirement is $2 million. So you want to make sure that you max that out. Another thing is that the third account you need to have, if you understand that 59 and a half, you cannot take whatever, if you make so much money, you put it in one account. What you realize is that some people, you want to diversify and go into another. You put in all your investment in one basket. You want to diversify and put it in other form of asset. With your 401k, except you take a loan against your 401k, right, and pay yourself back, that's the only time you can start using it to invest, okay, in maybe real estate. You cannot do it directly in your portfolio. So, but if you put it in a brokerage account that you can control, you can take money from there and do real estate. You can buy ETF. You have control over that account, even though it's going to be taxed. So I still stand, whatever your employer is matching, that is the benefit, right? Measure the benefit when it comes to 401k, okay? 1984. All right, does that answer your question? Not what you earn, it's what you contribute to the 401k as a law in there for you. You are welcome. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I also do backdoor. Okay, so you do backdoor, but then, I mean, maybe you are making $1 million. All right, awesome. Awesome. I hope you understand. Okay, makes sense. Awesome. Thank you so much. Awesome. Anyone still asking that question? Yes, you're welcome, GBD. We do this every day. Today is just family and finance, so we're touching every member of the family, like having your kids authorized user on your credit card. As soon as they turn 15, open their Roth IRA when you have a business on the side, and start paying them, setting up your kids for success as well. Teach them to invest. Let them have custodian accounts. Those are the things that we teach here today only, right? Every other day, we are teaching things about ETF, real estate, businesses. And if you're new here, you stayed for 2 minutes. Looks like what you are looking for. Click on that follow button. You don't know how to click on the follow button, just click on the plus sign. Let's welcome you in on the red carpet. This is the $1 Million League, the League of Millionaires, the people that are already millionaires, right? Or you are they're trying to scale to multi-millionaires, or you are just aspiring to become a millionaire. If that's you, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. I'm Barry, the latest millionaire. You can welcome me. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing out the live, tapping out the live, gifting the gallery, getting your daily at me. Let's ensure we get our daily at me. Let's fill it up, get our daily at me. It's interesting that we haven't filled up the gallery on the daily at me. Get your daily at me. Guys, thank you so much. And if you're sitting here for 2 minutes, we want to make sure that you know BOTs come on the front door. We want to make sure. Also, please note that I don't have a second account. I don't have a backup account. If somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. If somebody comes to your DM and says, oh, you know what, we have WhatsApp group, sends a number, that's not Dr. Lina, okay? Or they tell you Telegram group, WhatsApp, that's not Dr. Lina. So click on the follow button right now so you know you have the right Dr. Lina, right? Because we are really growing within this community, and so also is this fake account. They already messaged you. I told you they are here right now, and that's why we want to make sure everyone that is here, they already messaged you exactly. See, that's why click on that follow button. We're going to get the account verified soon, and once it's verified, we would all the noise will fall off. At least you know it's a verified account. So yeah, click on that follow button if you have not done so. Yes, be careful with the fake accounts and the BOTs. Yes, guys, be careful. Okay, be careful. Thank you so much, GBD, and everyone tapping out that life, right? Because whenever we do great things, right, there is also going to be miscreants that is trying to take advantage of it. And Yamira, latest millionaire in town, welcoming on the red carpet. Right, so if you're still sitting on the window, peeping through the window and not clicking on that follow button, click on that follow button now. Let's welcome you on the red carpet on the $1 Million League. Welcoming every one of you. Come click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the $1 Million League. Welcoming everyone. Thank you so much for the repo. Awesome. Let's remember to get our daily admin. You guys are absolutely awesome. Awesome. So one of the accounts you want to build, get your wealth account. So 4 accounts you need to have. Your income account is the first one, right? Which is just a distribution center, automatically feeding every other account. Your emergency funds account, which is an high yield savings account, giving you 3 to 6%. If you're in the United States, SoFi would give you 4%. And as a matter of fact, free money for you right now. Free $400, right? Go and open your account. I'm not affiliated in any way with SoFi, but you get $400 free. Yes, you have SoFi, $400. Capital One will give you about $250 to $300 for free, but they might say that you have direct deposit. So make sure you read the reviews. Make sure you look at the what's it called? It's FDIC insured up to $250,000. Check all of that in your own country as well. Check best IU savings account in July 2026. Put your country behind it and you'll see the list. Some IU savings accounts in Africa gives up to 15% because it mimics inflation. Inflation in the United States is 4.2. That's why you see the rate. The interest rate of the IU savings account is between 3 to 6%. So that's the second account, emergency fund account. Third account is your bills account. All right, that's the third account. All these accounts is what? Towards depreciating lifestyle liability, right? It's just for, that's what it is for. But you want to start putting it towards, this is the one that builds wealth. And all this side is the bank. This side is the one that builds wealth, which is your wealth account. It's on the brokerage and the investment side. So we talked about pension accounts, This is a global community, 61 countries represented in 13 days, right? So it means that we have other people from other part of the world right here. As a matter of fact, all of the continents is already represented here. If you're new, drop the country where you are connecting from. So maybe we're on the hunt for country number 62. So the wealth account, your 401k if you're in the United States or check in your country, yours might be pension account. You want to make sure that you take care of your future, your retirement, your future. The second account that you want to also have is your what's it called? Your Roth. I mentioned your Roth IRA. Your pension account. Guyana is country number 62. Awesome. Uncle Daily, how are you doing? Yes, thank you for getting that daily admin. Click on the follow button. Don't see if you're new here. Click on the follow button. Awesome. So good to have you. And we have Guyana as country number 62 in the $1 Million League. Awesome. Perfect. If you're still near, drop your country. If it's not the country that has been listed before, represented here, we would have it as country number 63. Thank you all for tapping out the live, getting your daily admin, filling up the gift gallery. You guys are absolutely amazing. All right. So on the wealth side, you have your pension account for your future. In the United States, we have 401k. The other account you want to have, you must have, especially if you fall within the UK. Lady Joe Matt, UK was number 2. And you can guess, right? Thank you so much. Welcome in. Now, the second account, Roth IRA. A lot of people sleep on this. If you're in the UK, like Lady Joma, that would be ISA. If you're in Canada, that would be your TFSA account, is an tax advantaged account because it grows tax free. What does this mean? When you put the money in, the taxes are the taxes are it is taxed when you put the money in, but when you take it out, the taxes are not. When you take it out, it is not taxed. Okay, so you have $100,000, it grows up to $1.6 million in a Roth IRA. You get all your 1.6 million, and you're like, what's she saying? How can 100,000 become 1.6 million? That is what is called the compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, and it does get in there. It does get to 1.6 million. And how long? 20 years if you put it in an S&P 500. And that's the secret of the millionaires. That is the secret. That's the things that we don't know. Remember, we said rental, dividends income. We talked about cash flow, different kinds of cash flow, right? We talked about these are things. Not UK love, new 22% tax coming from April 27. Wow. So check your local laws, okay? Check your local law, okay? Sorry about that. I don't know. The people in the UK, you already know, okay? The people in the UK, you already know, all right? You already know what that is. So yeah, but I can speak for the United States. It's not going to be taxed, okay? So yeah, every country. Explain the Roth again. The Roth IRA is your retirement account, but this retirement account, it's maxed out to 7,500. Your income. Thanks for your teaching. This is great stuff. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Make sure you remember to click on that follow button. And he just did. Yay! Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you're new here and you're still waiting, make sure you click on that follow button. Wait 2 minutes. If it's what you're looking for, click on the follow button. Get your daily at me. Tap out the live engage. Let's welcome you on the red carpet of the millionaire that you are. Welcoming everyone. Awesome. Perfect. So Roth IRA, like I was saying, is a tax advantaged account. What does this mean? It simply means that you put $7,500, that's about $625 every single month, $312.50 every single paycheck if you are paid every 2 weeks, okay? And that's about $20 a day, okay? You put that in an account. You open a Roth IRA account, and you can get a self-directed one. Put this money there. Because it's going to be taxed. The $7,500 is going to be taxed the year, right? Within the year, right? Before you put that money in, it's going to be taxed. So what that means is that when you put it can grow tax-free, right? It grows tax-free. So at retirement, after 59 and a half, you cannot take the money before 59 and a half, otherwise you get penalized. But after 59 and a half, right, you can take the money, okay? At retirement, let's assume that your money that you put in there, it grows all the way, right? Let's say it gets to 1.6 million. You put 100,000, it becomes 1.6 million, 1 million. What's going to happen? Everything you're going to get is 1 million. Your 401k on the other hand, because it's not yet taxed, if you put 100,000 there at retirement and it grows to 1 million, at retirement it's going to be taxed. The growth is going to be taxed. One is tax advantage, one is not going to be taxed because it's taxed. 100,000 is taxed versus 1 million is taxed, just something like that. But at retirement, you also understand that your tax bracket is also lower, right? So the tax might not be at 32%, 28% or whatever, but then it is going to be that growth that's going to be taxed in the 401k. Does that clarify your question? All right. I have a question about Roth IRA. Do you get to choose what investment? Oh, absolutely. You get to choose. If it's self-directed, you get to choose. You get to choose. Exactly. That's the other benefit of Roth IRA, because with 401k, they'll give you moderate investor, high risk investor, short, whatever. You understand? You take it from whatever they have available, right? You take it from whatever they have available. But with Roth, especially if it's self-directed, you can definitely pick whatever right? You can buy ETF, right? You can even, I want to believe that you can even buy real estate. You can buy REITs ETF in there, okay? All right, so that's the second account. Any question again? All right, that's a Roth account. Thank you all for tapping out the live and getting your daily. I mean, if you are new here, click on the follow button. So all the growth in the Roth IRA is not taxed after. It's not taxed, exactly. That's what you keep. Exactly, you keep everything. That's why it's a tax advantage account. That's why I tell people you're sleeping on it. You're sleeping on it if you don't. But the only thing is that you to lose mom, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, you put, yeah, you good to know Roth as ETF. Yes, Jet Construction, welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, but the thing about it is that there's a cap. You can only put 7,500 versus 401k. You can put 24,000. Thank you, Dr. Legodo. Absolutely. Thank you so much. See you soon. Thank you so much, GBD. Really, really, really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, connect with GBD. She's a quality engager. You see how she did all of that. Yeah, she is a friend of mine as well. Awesome. Good to have you guys. GBD, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate all of that. Awesome. So, Roth IRA, right? Yeah, I think we understand that right now. Did I see any question? Good to know. Yes, it does that. Roth is available. Roth is not available in the UK. Roth is in the United States. Roth is for the United States. Every country has got their pension. Thank you so much for that. Go Popular. It just helped us life. Thank you so much. Right? Roth is guys, for the United States. There is TFSA in Canada. TFSA will be something close to it in Canada. ISA will be the one close to it in the UK, but somebody said from April now, should I keep Acorns or transfer to Fidelity? Acorns is that in the United States, right? Just go with whatever account works for you. Whatever account that works for you, just go with it, okay? Right? Acorn, I don't know. You just want to know the amount that you are putting in. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, let's welcome you in. Click on that follow button. I'm new. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you on the red carpet. As a matter of fact, if you're new, drop one in the comments. I'm new. Drop one in the comment section. I'm new. Awesome. Thank you all for tapping out. I hear people refer to backdoor Roth in order to add more than 7,500. Backdoor is more of your income because there is a limit. Use your income limit. It's almost like your income limit determine if you qualify for Roth or not. So if you're I'm not sure of the limit, don't quote me on that, but I think 150,000 and below 150,000 you can actually open a Roth IRA. Okay, yeah, you can open a Roth IRA, but above 150,000 you cannot, right? That's where you do backdoor. Okay, right? You go and pay the taxes, then you put it in, right? But you need to do it the right way. You need to do it the right way, okay? What's the other thing? Yeah, or 250,000 as a couple, all right? Thank you all. Let's keep tapping out the live. For everyone, Tolu's mom is new here. So do we mean that there are no new people here? Do we have BOTs here? Because yes, I see the numbers going up. I see a lot of new people. If you're new here, guys, drop one in the comment. I'm new. You're welcome. Thank you so much. If you're new, right, drop one in the comment. If you're new, drop one in the comment. Also indicate where you're connecting from. We just have country number 62 identified today. Country number 62, and that's Guyana, all the way from Guyana, country number 62. I am in Texas, in the United States. So you have your Roth IRA and Galactic Empire. Galactic, you're not new. You're not new. Galactic, you're not new, okay? I'm talking about people joining here for the first time. Your first time here, drop one. First time just meeting Dr. Lina today. First time in the $1 Million League. Well, drop one in the comment. We want to make sure, we want to welcome you properly. We want to make sure that we are no BOTs here. And Dr. Lina would not, I'm not for, if somebody is chatting you up right now, that's not Dr. Lina, okay? Somebody's chatting you up right now, that's not Dr. Lina. If somebody, they'll say it's backup account, it's not Dr. Lina. We don't have Telegram, we don't have WhatsApp group. So be careful out there, guys. Be careful. Do not send your money to anyone. Good and latest millionaire in town. And as a matter of fact, if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on the follow button right now. Click on that follow button so you know that you have the right Dr. Lina. I hate to see you scammed. All right, so let's keep it going. Hopefully we get to 50,000 taps today. Hopefully we get to 50,000 taps today. Awesome. And let's also get our daily admin. We are still very much behind on our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. It costs you 1 penny, right? You would see it right here if you go here, but you also get 30 points. That's one of the gifts, most best return on investment on this app. I'm not sure what is going on. The number is high, but guess what? I don't think we have real humans here. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Click on the follow button. If you're new here, drop one. Yeah, there's something weird about that number. If you're new here, which one is available, France? I don't know. You need to go on Google, right? Just check tax advantage account in France. Okay, the tax advantage account, or you can say similar to Roth IRA. What is the equivalent of Roth IRA, US Roth IRA in France? That's what I would do. Okay, and it would tell you if you have it or not, or just check tax advantage account, right, in France. Okay, yeah. Awesome. So that's the second account. Also, there's something called health savings account in the US. You want to have that. That's for your health. And lastly, you want to have everyone. This one is global. Okay? There's one that is global. The same thing across board. It's called your brokerage account. It's not tax advantaged, but it is something that is going to help you, give you rental income, dividends income, okay? And it's going to give you growth. I don't have anything at all for my future. Maybe your country, you don't have pension, you don't have a brokerage account. This is a must. This you can, and as a matter of fact, you have future, right? You also need to have it for present, right? That's why a lot of people just put money for their future. Now they suddenly hear that, oh, you know what, you can invest in real estate, but then they cannot take that money from that retirement. So this is going to help you. Maybe there's a business opportunity that shows up. You suddenly want to buy McDonald's franchise. Yeah, people buy McDonald's franchise. Yeah. I mean, we don't play here. We don't play here. People buy 1,000 units, 5,000 units apartment complex. Yes. Yeah. This is not baby play, as well as some people are just starting as well, building their income, paying off the debt. Because remember, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon, right? Every state that you are, you're welcome within this community. This is the $1 Million League, the League of Millionaires, people that are already millionaires, trying to scale to multi-millionaires. And of course, the people that already, they're aspiring to become a millionaire. If that sounds like you want to build wealth, ETF, real estate, businesses, stop saving, you want to get to this $1 million status, or yours is to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle so that you can gain financial freedom, or yours might be, you know what, I want to build generational wealth. Make sure you click on that follow button, and let's welcome you to the community. Swiftly, just say the 4 types of accounts again. So the first one is your income account, right? Number 2 is your emergency funds account, which is your IUT savings account. 3 is your bills account, your regular bills account, your depreciating lifestyle liability, right? Number 4, it's going to be on the investment side. The first 3 are on the bank side. The other one is on the investment side. The first one is your pension account for your future. Pension account of 401k, Roth IRA, HSA, and of course, your brokerage account. Brokerage account is for today. Every other one is either for your future or, for your health. Kuam, latest millionaire in town. All right, does that answer your question? Okay, let's keep tapping out the live. Can we get it to 40,000 taps? Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Thank you so much. Get your daily admin if you haven't done that. Let's get our daily admin, guys. Let's get our daily admin. If you're new here, you got it. Awesome. If you're new here and you've not clicked on that plus sign, click on that plus sign. Let's welcome you in. Welcome into the $1 Million League, and you're just meeting me for the first time. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business and technology. That's because I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, deep learning and information management system. However, you're wondering, how does technology come to play? Also, I'm also a chartered accountant and also an economist, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. And I'm teaching you we're on a financial freedom drive. And today is family and finance, which is the only thing that we do on Sundays, making sure every member of the family they are becoming financially free. And we're doing a financial freedom drive this July only. July only. So we're teaching you what things that people pay thousands of dollars to learn for free gain financial freedom, okay? Because when you gain financial freedom, it's going to help us reduce poverty and ultimately reduce crime, which is our goal, which is to reduce crime, okay? Poverty and crime goes hand in hand. So if it looks like you've been thinking of how to invest or you've not started investing, you're saving money, that's not what you need. That's not going to give you financial freedom. That may be the reason why you're living paycheck to paycheck. You need to start doing what? Invested in ETF because it's less risk, it helps with diversification. Real estate gives you cash flow and 5 other paychecks. Businesses, absolutely. You want to have that in your space as well. That is full diversification because that's when you're going to get to the $1 million status and gain financial freedom. Awesome. And we do have Jam. We have Jam and who else? Array and Kuam, latest millionaire in town, and Latin, latest millionaire in town as well. So those are the 4 accounts that you need to have as a family. So if your family is not having all these accounts, then you need to fix it, right? You need to make sure you fix it. Also, please note that I'm on YouTube as well. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Go there and subscribe. I will actually show you the QR code at the end of this live. There are free videos for you, long form videos for you that will be available. You have all these accounts. Well done. That's how it's been done. Perfect. That's how it's been done. So you have all your bases covered. That's how it's been done. So the third thing is, which is already what I said, the third thing is you need to build an emergency fund. And I already talked about that in the IU savings account. Remember, it's one of the account, emergency fund, because you need to protect your family before chasing investments. A lot of people make this mistake. They are chasing investments and they have not protected all this account. Yes, I have all this account. You have HSA as well. That is great. Awesome. Well done, guys. I'm glad. I'm glad when I see all those things. But if you don't have any of these accounts and whatever, it's not, everybody, like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you can start opening the account from this week. And as a matter of fact, come talking about this week. This week we're doing a challenge, a 12 days challenge starting from tomorrow all through the end of the month, and this is to help you execute. So there'll be a day where we tell you open an account. No, we don't do we don't do URL here. That's one of the things we never touch, okay? Because it's highly controversial. We never talk about it here. We never touch it. Right now the way we invest here is we do the income, we do investment separate, and we do insurance separate. We really like life insurance because we want protection, but we separated investment and of course insurance separate. All latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Okay, awesome. Me number, welcome in. Awesome, that's perfect. Yes, click on that follow button. Because it is risky. We don't do risky plays. Okay, we don't do risky plays. We are moderate investor. Google Warren Buffett and you would see how we invest. As a matter of fact, we don't invest in individual stock. We do ETF, right? Because it helps with diversification and it helps with risk management. Okay, because we protect the basic money first before we even talk about any other thing. Okay, basic first, right, before we talk about any other thing. So emergency fund, okay, you follow Warren. That's good. Warren Buffett is absolutely amazing. They call him the Lord of Investors. Google him, guys. Neck latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Welcome in each and every one of us. And if you are still seated here, you've not clicked on that follow button, make sure you click on the follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 40,000 taps. Thank you all. Let's also repost. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Get your daily at me. Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Now, number 4. Thank you so much getting that daily at me. Awesome. And we are one away from meeting the goal for the day, right? One other daily at me. Get your daily at me. If you are new here and you have been sitting for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Awesome. Retirement account. We already talked about that, right? That's on the other side, right? That is the other side. And one of the things I want us to understand, right? Start it early. the earlier you start putting all this money away, right? I agree on how you can sometimes feel out of reach for average individual, and there are options. Yeah. Yeah, ID, latest millionaire in town. It's not about the money, it's about the risk that is there. It's not the money, it's about the risk involved, because we are moderate risk. We are not risk averse, but we are not high risk as well. Awesome. So, how to invest as a family. Thank you so much, Flourish Baby, doing all of that. The best of the time to start is yesterday. The better time is today. So you want to start immediately, right? You want to somebody, the difference between somebody that starts at age 20 and somebody that starts at age 30, right? That's 10 years. You'll be so surprised, could run to millions of dollars, right? And one of the days this week, because we're doing, like I said, we're starting the challenge tomorrow, the wealth building challenge, the wealth building. So every day it's about execution, okay? We're going to give you a challenge. You're going to execute it. Go and open an account. You're going to do it. Go buy your ETF. You're going to do it. All of those kind of things are what we're going to be doing this week. So you want to make sure that you don't miss this challenge, because it's definitely life changing. It's going to change all the things that you have learned from the theory, 0 to 1 million, right? That you learned last week. It's not going to be you actually executing it real life, right? And yours might be, okay, you know what, take it down. How to increase your income. Have a plan, right, to increase your income, something of that nature, so you understand. Power of, compounding is it, right? It's the eighth wonder of the world. So, so the other thing is that, where do you invest as a family? We've already talked about what account do you need as a family. We've talked about the retirement account you need to have as a family and the different 4 account system you need to have as a family. How do you invest as a family? This is very key. Remember, somebody, Lance said, talked about IUL. As a family, think about it, right? Family's money is not a play. And I'll give you an example. 6 years ago, I lost $99,000, right, of our family money. You know what that means. A friend of mine lost 50,000 of their family money. It's money towards the down payment of their property. $50,000 in 5 days. What did she lose it to? She lost it to Tesla options. That is somebody's real life story, okay? Real life story. I lost 99,000 of family's money as well about 6 years ago. What did I lose it to? Options trading, penny stock, and day trading. Those 3 things was what I lost 99,000. Yes, wow. Yes, I've seen somebody that lost that. Yeah, so whenever I laugh at people losing money on SpaceX, I have already lost as well, so it's not a big deal. So except you have lost more than me. Somebody has lost $240,000 that came through in this life. And every one of us, all of those experiences, when I tell you I'm not doing IUL, now you would agree with me. You won't argue with me, because all those experiences are part of the things that have actually built me and gotten me to the multi-million-dollar status as of today, okay? So because now if I tell you, you will listen because I've lost money. All right. So how do you invest as a family? One of the biggest thing that you never want to do is to lose your family's money. So at least have the basic. Yeah, I did. I own it, but I did not buy it. I own it, but did not buy it. Thank you so much for sharing out the life. I own, but did not buy it. So whenever it comes to investing as a family, if it's your play money, you can do whatever you want to do with it, right? You can actually go and do, but when it comes to family's money, right? You need to make sure protection layer comes first. That's the first thing, right? Because that's the experience that I learned from that. Protection versus any other thing. Protection, because you cannot afford to lose the family's money, because number one, you're losing money. Number two is the guilt that comes with it. It's the guilt that comes with it, right? Because you'll be like, oh, you literally just lost the family's money. Like, what are you thinking, right? And that was it. Whenever we wanted to start real estate, we ended 529 funding whatever, because it wasn't making sense. I wanted to do real estate. I did not hold back. I had to pay $1,000 to get a training, right? That's about 16 years ago. $1,000, you know what that is, right? To get the training, right? Because I could not afford to lose the family's money, right? So that's it, Okay, so you want to make sure that you're not playing high risk, you're not playing games. You need to get the right education and you are not playing games. Ultimately, let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 40,000. Right? Let's get it to 40,000. Thank you all for doing that. Let's share out the live. If you are new here, click on that follow button. If you have not done that, we're going to be starting 12 days wealth building challenge tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. It's life changing. We did 21 days in June and it has positive results. Somebody literally just crossed $500,000 executing those tasks. If you want to know more about it, you find it on my page. 21 days. In December, we did 31 days ahead of 2026. Then we did 21 days for media. Now we're doing 12 days. You don't want to miss it. It starts tomorrow till the end of the month. There will be actions every single day. All you have to do is come back, go and follow the action, come back and put done once you have done it, okay? Done after, okay? So it starts from tomorrow. So one of the things that you want to do is, as a family, we invest. Do you record your lives? Are you on YouTube? Yes, I'm your YouTube, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Yeah, Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube, okay? Let me quickly show it for everyone so that you can all just go there